Let's talk a little bit about Good Music Month. That's the release of all of the Kanye West produced collaborated like albums that came out. There were 5: Pusha T's Daytona, Kanye's Ye, the Kid Ghost Project, Nasir by Nas, and Teyana Taylor's K.T.S.E. They all came out. And 2 of these we reviewed, 2 of these we didn't, and 1 of them just came out this week. So I felt like it would be a good time to just wrap up all of our thoughts on all of them. And would you be okay with going like just in order of the ones that came out? John?
Yeah. So Pusha T came
out first in like
correct?
late May.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was right before. I mean, this is what kind of reignited the Drake rap beef. But that week was really busy for us, and we kind of just like forgot that this was coming out.
Well, there's also a lot of shit that came out too.
There was a lot of stuff that came out that week as well.
Yeah.
So check out that episode of Audioface. Anyways, where we reviewed other things that weren't Pusha T's album. I think it was like episode 49. It might have been 50, honestly, because that was a big episode. But the past couple episodes we've done have been amazing.
All right, pat yourself on the back now. We're so good. Woohoo! We do nothing wrong. Woo!
He won a triathlon today. Placed first in his age group. Anyways, Daytona was 7 songs, 21 minutes, and that's kind of the pattern with all of these produced albums. And that's something you liked about the 2 that we did review, Ye and Kid Ghost, that they were nice and short. And this kind of falls along that.
Yeah, and this album, especially the first one, If You Know, You Know. By the way, I hate that phrase. People say, if you know, you know.
I like if you don't know, now you know.
That one's cool, but if you know, you know. I see stereotypical white girls fucking post that all the time on Instagram. If you do that, go home and rethink your life. Love thyself. That song sounds like it should be on Graduation. It's such a Kanye song. If you hear it, the production, everything. And that's not saying it's bad. I love Graduation. We went over this.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
That's
Kanye
fairly
West
acceptable
album.
Kanye.
Yeah, that's my favorite Kanye album by far.
Good wholesome Kanye.
It's old reliable. If you want some Kanye, you go to Graduation. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the rest of the album is pretty similar, and it kind of went hard. And then when we went to the other stuff, we already tore Kanye a New Asshole on Ye, but we'll get into that later. And so I didn't listen to it at all in May. So listening to it now, I go, what the hell happened from now to Kanye's bullshit to Nas? And I go, what? Make up your mind.
I want to give Daytona its due a little bit more while we're on it.
Yeah.
It's got, so musically, it's just, the thing that Kanye does in his production a lot is playing around with the sounds of voices.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
using that to
Especially
make the background
like
of
church shit.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of gospel.
There
making the, that's how a lot of what makes the structure and the backbone of the song. And that happens a lot with Daytona. And this was just a little bit more of like a harder, trappy album, I would say. Not totally trappy, but like...
It's not super trappy.
But like, compared to the production of Nasir and Kid Ghost even, and production of all the other albums, honestly, it's just a little bit more like intense and hard-hitting, which is, I really liked. What Would Meek Do is just a very interesting song. I could, again, go without Kanye here. I have an interesting relationship with Kanye West that's semi-evolved from the last time I've talked about it, so we'll stick around for that. But Infrared was really the song that really lit people on fire, because that was the one that Pusha T took shots at Drake.
That's when it got fun.
Yeah, that's when it got fun.
And this is when the whole blackface thing started, and this is when everything went fun.
Yeah, and
another little bitch Drake bitched out.
And yeah, next week we have the release of Drake's potentially double album, Scorpion. But we also have Gorillaz, so that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But that will
listen to Matty Healy. Double albums are bad for fans.
I think I very much agree.
Quote of the year, Matty fucking Healy.
From the 1975.
1975. Double albums are bad for fans. They really are. But Matt and Trap does fucking triple out. Like, stop.
And
Please, God.
This is something that, again, Kanye and everyone on this did really well. They kept it to 7.
They kept it, yeah, and I like it.
Which I kept jumping back and forth on whether I wanted any of these albums to be longer or shorter. I'm kind of glad they are where they are. I
think they're
Yeah.
exactly right where they need to be.
because they don't overstay their welcome and they do what they need to do. And because of the constraints, you really get to see the art flourish in these most of these albums. I say most because I think that's an opportune time to go into Ye,
Which
we don't need to really cover that much, but
mainly
just to get it all in one video.
the messaging of Ye, which was so unbelievably stupid. Also, I mean, it was made in like a month, and you can tell that.
Less than that, 2 weeks.
It was made in 2 weeks. You could tell that. It's the
Album cover was shot on the way to the after party. It was uploaded as a total like late mess to the streaming services. I think it was just such a disaster.
I mean, that's the whole album in general. We went over that in what 51.
Something like that.
Something like that. I mean, look on Instagram and you can pop it up on there and say when we did our full review of the album.
Great job on Instagram, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. That's my alerts. Anyway, so I mean, and that's the contrast between those two, production-wise, night and day.
Yeah,
Where the production, where the production of Ye is shit. I mean, and I said that last time too.
Yeah.
I know you liked the production a little bit. I hated it, and I hated the whole album.
I thought some of the production was okay, but especially compared to the rest, Ye was the worst release of this entire bit. Like by not a country mile, like
a country.
Like
I was gonna say something really
like a countryside kilometer, which is shorter, but I guess I want a country mile then. How about
state mile? That doesn't even exist, but I just made it up right now.
Astronomical units.
Because
these are astronomical units in difference. Don't sleep. I took an astronomy class once.
I was gonna give you some really random unit of measure, and you'd be like, bees? Some interstellar shit or something.
We've spent more time on Ye than it's worth, so let's talk about
K.T.S.E,
which makes me very happy.
Which is a polar opposite of Ye. And this is where I said earlier, Kanye, make up your fucking mind of, I'm gonna say some bullshit that doesn't make sense, and apparently be alt-right, and then be left, and then be alt-right, then be left. In your politics and in your music, and then the production goes shit, and the production will be really good.
Pause. How do you be left in your music?
How to be left in your music when you go on Nas and you talk about...
Oh, I thought you meant left in your politics, and I was like, that reflects in your music. I thought you meant, there's a way that liberals compose music.
No.
Better. No, but continue.
I'm talking about like the messaging and stuff.
I understand,
and
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Right.
Because apparently slavery is a choice, but black people get shot by cops all the time, and they have no choice to get shot. So
we'll get to that
make
later.
up their mind. Exactly. K.T.S.E Ghost, we already reviewed that again, and it's really good. Both of us liked it. Well,
yeah.
Fourth Dimension goes hard.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic song. We blast it in our car, which means it's good.
Yeah.
Overall, whole album's good. I mean, granted, it's because it's Kid Cudi too, and
what I remember
goes fucking hard.
Being the most distinctive part of K.T.S.E Ghost was that it showed a lot of range. Some of the most range of any of these albums did, and another thing that it did super well was God, I just lost my train of thought. That's amazing, but yeah, that's not coming back.
Oh man, dumb Dick Dan over here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyways, production good, album good overall. So we went good, dog, dick shit.
Oh wait, sorry.
Good.
I remember what I wanted to say. We talked a lot about constraint on K.T.S.E Ghosts and the fact that Kanye was holding himself back a little bit and Cudi was holding himself back a little bit so that they could both kind of share space on the album.
Yeah.
And we kind of felt, well, I felt that was better for both of them and that produced a better product because Kanye on his own can be a lot and Cudi on his own can be not quite as much, but still
a lot.
Can go on. But then we get to Nasir. Hard in the paint, Nasir.
This album, by the way, I love Nas. Ever since the Lost Tapes is my favorite. One of my favorite rap songs ever is Do Rags from the Lost Tapes.
Let's spend a little bit of time on this because we
don't fucking sleep.
Yeah.
This album goes hard. What the hell, Kanye? What was this a month ago?
Yeah, so Cop Shot the Kid, I think, is the song you're kind of referencing earlier, where it's like, wait, are you woke Kanye now?
Yeah, that I'm like, whoa, whoa,
I think
whoa.
it's more woke Nas and Kanye's helping on the
it's
track.
definitely woke Nas.
Yeah.
Nas, the beginning of the album, I forget how it starts off, but I remember it starts off with just some
Super like Afro nationalist shit, which is a
exactly.
theme throughout the whole album.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way to everything, which is really like.
I mean, look at the album cover too.
Oh yeah, that's
It goes hard in the paint.
So that's like some This Is America shit.
Yeah, it's basically. Yeah, it's like This Is America, the whole album, but
yeah,
a lot harder, a lot harder.
Yeah. Cop Shot the Kid does that classic like Kanye West. I'm going to mess with a sound or like I'm gonna mess with vocals and make that the skeleton of the track and do it like a thing.
Robot video game beats.
Yeah, and it was really good.
It was good. The entire album, everything goes well together. There's not one song that overpowers one or one that underwhelms. Again, it's 7 songs, 26 minutes, and I love that.
Yeah,
because it doesn't overstay its welcome. It stays true to what it is, and within that, you get what the tone is, and it doesn't get whiny. Which all of last year we complained about a lot of albums like Roger Waters and other shit that
they kind of go on.
If it has a political message, it goes way too on about it. Like, okay, shut the fuck up now. This goes in and out.
We may get shit for like being too leftist, but like
fuck that.
We
See
will
the means of production.
We will also point out when we also point out rightly when albums are being too much with their politics and like.
God, yeah, we say that all the time.
Yeah, and we did that a lot last year. I think this year it's kind of cooled off because people have gotten it.
People are like,
gotten it out.
Okay, fine. I guess we have to accept Trump as our president.
And then Kanye was just like straight on balls deep MAGA.
He's like, put on the hat and he
but
does the super face.
Then
that's my Kanye impression.
Thank God there's video.
I just realized that.
But what was your favorite song on this album? Because I think there's a lot of. You really can't go wrong with almost any song on here.
It literally depends how I feel. I mean, I love the first two. The first two songs are my two favorite. I can't distinct between the two of which one's my favorite. But
I'm in between.
Like not for Radio and Cop Shot the Kid.
I'm in between Cop Shot the Kid and Everything.
Everything's good too.
Yeah, because it's just so much. Range is the main message here. From all of this, and then lastly we can get into Teyana Taylor's album K.T.S.E. I want to say. Just pulling that up, and yes, it is. And so that's 8 songs. Getting
22
wild.
minutes.
Getting
well,
wild
because the first song is 1:30.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a talk thing, but this was less rappy kind of thing.
This is R&B.
Yeah, this is absolutely
straight R&B. Oh man, it's really good. I listened to it. I'm like, there we go. That's the good shit. That's the good shit I've been waiting for. Because I swear to God, R&B is like non-existent almost. It's especially in the trap era. I feel like it's really taking a step back. But then when we had Georgia Smith,
right?
Okay, I'm making sure I got the last name right.
Yeah.
Her album that we reviewed 2 weeks ago, same thing. That was R&B, maybe a little bit more smooth jazz type Sade.
Yeah.
Really good. This is straight, pure, wholesome R&B. Fucking fantastic. Really, really good album. And I've totally forgot that Kanye produced it. My Kanye, hey man, my shit, you're busiest man in music right now, apparently. But damn, that is a fantastically produced album. Make up your fucking mind of making dog shit piss or really good.
Not a hot take, but like a warm take. I thought most of this album was forgettable. Like it was good R&B and like decently produced, but I felt like Kanye was straining the most in producing R&B in this sense, and he did it, but doesn't quite have that same like pop that his rap does. Don't get me wrong, I love particularly Three Way and Rose in Harlem. Those 2 songs together, like the other 2 songs you did for the Nas album, like those 2 together, I can't really say which one I like better.
Yeah.
But then for me, it's a bit of a drop off after that, and that all the other songs are okay and good, but especially with like Nasir, and I think I want to do like a power ranking of all these albums. I think it's definitely nowhere near Ye, but wasn't as
it's not as powerful as the other albums, but I'm saying as an R&B album, and giving the album its credit in general.
Right.
In general, this is just my review.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I really like it. Not as good as Georgia Smith, because Georgia Smith's album,
Yeah.
that was borderline perfect.
Yeah.
This
But
is just, I think it might be because of my ears getting blown out by the amount of trap snare I've heard in my life. Also, there was one song that like had a slight trap snare in it, and I go,
I know which one you're talking
can't
about.
think of the name
I
of
think
it.
it
But it was
actually is
like-
Rose in Harlem.
might be Rose in Harlem, but it wasn't like the right trap snare, so I go, okay, I'll allow it. But you're this close. If you do one beat less, it's trap snare.
It's like Key and Peele. It's like how many like pelvic thrusts are you doing? It's like
Yeah.
one more slight move and it's trap snare. No,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about in that sound. I'm like, do I call this trap snare? Or, nope, can't call this trap
It's
snare.
definitely
But
a trap snare.
my
close.
ears perked up a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. I go, it's like when Mochi hears a dog. Mochi goes, where's the dog? Where's the dog?
Our beloved cat,
Our beloved Mochi men.
the Siamese freedom fighter. So rank.
Don't open the screen door. You might let the South in.
The God.
I might need to post an Instagram video of my cat. Headphones dropped.
Oh, well you can.
There you go. I will forget it, or something will happen if I don't grab them right now, and I know.
Okay. How would you rank these 5 albums, best to worst? So usually do like worst to best. Let's do best to worst. I'll give you.
I know right now what I would do.
You know right now. Go ahead, cause
Kid-C, Ghost, Nasir, K.T.S.E, and Daytona are basically tied. Maybe Daytona than K.T.S.E, because I do like Daytona a lot, but that's not saying K.T.S.E is bad at all, because I just said
Right.
it's fantastic. And then
it's just
6 piles of shit. The GDP of Somalia.
Botswana.
The GDP of Botswana. The GDP of Sierra Leone. Tesla stock.
Well, Tesla stock's doing okay right now.
Tesla stock in
Crypto kitties.
Coinbase when the app goes down and trying to pay for something with it. A Tesla on a flatbed.
A Tesla on fire.
A Tesla on fire. There we go. Tesla battery on fire. And I don't know anything else.
And
Then
yeah.
yeah. And then yay. I want that pile
That
of shit, because things were going through my mind. I literally go, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that.
Thank you for censoring. I can't even get.
I had to deal with this, and I just in my mind I'm like, stop.
For the record, I had more trouble at my job censoring hosts than I have had on this podcast. So thank you so much.
So anybody who wants a hosting gig, you know where to go.
At SW Suarez. Fuck all that. He's mine. Pause.
Come with me, daddy.
Yo.
Super pause.
So
Hit the brakes pause.
Mine
Let's hear it.
is different. I'm putting Nasir at a firm number 1.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Kid-C Ghost at a 2. I will actually put Teyana Taylor's K.T.S.E above Pusha T, but again slightly. And then like 35 dumpster fires, Trump's administration, and then yay. No. Candace Owens on Joe Rogan Experience, and then yay.
No. Fucking A. Who is the guy who went liberal, now is a libertarian, and was doing deregulation?
Dave Rubin.
16 pounds of shit, Sierra Leone, GDP, Tesla stock,
Botswana.
Dave Rubin's argument that Joe Meathead Rogan debunked in 2 seconds. Dumpster fire, then yay.
Thus, we have had it. So, basically, Kid-C Ghosts and Pusha T's. Kid-C Ghosts and Nas Nasir were killer. So,
Fucking get out.
how do we feel about Kanye? Like, that's the end question before you go to break.
As a producer, pretty strong. He's really good at making music. I would give that to him. He's a very good producer. Celebrity, dumb dick. His lyrics are often on. It depends on what he's doing. I think when he does Kanye the celebrity, basically, he takes on a whole new persona, and I hate that.
He becomes a Kardashian.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. All of the, oh, I'm going bankrupt, all the Adidas Save Me stuff, and I'm selling $100 t-shirts, everybody's wearing Yeezys. That shit, plus his music that really isn't good in his name. Kanye West album, I hate. Kanye West as a producer just showed right now that his productions are fantastic. Everything we liked was someone else's album that he produced. The thing we hated was his own creation of everything himself, allegedly.
Kanye West, the
It's just like how MF Doom's getting Uncle Rappy, basically. I mean, he still has some songs that are pretty good. The same thing for Kanye is you can feature on a song or something. MF Doom can feature on something. It's very good. You can do, well, Kanye, it depends. But for the most part, if he features on something, it's pretty good. Same thing for MF Doom.
it's like a 7 out of 10 chance it's gonna be good.
Yeah, exactly. You roll that dice, pretty good shot. All right, you got 13 of blackjack. If you go hit me, pretty good shot. You'll go up a little bit.
Right.
And then with MF Doom, we're saying, hey, don't make a Doom album. You can collaborate with something, or be a producer like he did with
Bishop Nehru
Nehru.
on the second half of Elevators Part 2, which was pristine.
Exactly. Kanye can do that. And
Yes.
if Kanye can just stick out of the limelight, stop being stupid, he could be a great producer.
I couldn't agree more. That's interesting.
Oh.
That's interesting. I know what happened.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll keep going. I know how to fix it. So, your mic just messed up. But really fast, I want to finish this point. Hold it at least near your face. So,
I'm trying to.
No, I know you can't fix it right now. Basically, I agreed with everything that you said, but I will, yeah. And you even remarked that Kanye. That's hilarious. You even remarked that like 7 out of 10 Kanye songs that he comes on are good.
Those 3 out of 10 are absolute dog.
Boop, scoop. But
Precisely.
yeah, Kanye, keep producing. You pretty much took all the words in my mouth. Kanye, keep producing. Keep showing up every once in a while. But Kanye West, the character, is not someone I thoroughly enjoy.
Dead.
Kanye West, the producer, is someone who is like one of the best producers in the game.